Some estimates show that the One Big Beautiful Bill will add $3.3 trillion over 10 years to the deficit.
It's a false narrative that's based on faulty CBO estimates.
Congressman Troy Downing represents Montana's Eastern House District and says the Congressional Budget Office's estimate is based on a 1% growth rate.
Just a modest 3% growth. That's $4 trillion. That cuts us actually to the point where we're reducing the deficit and not increasing it.
One area of discussion for the bill has been Medicaid, and those involved in the debate look at the cuts differently as far as helping or hurting those who rely on Medicaid.
We are looking at one of the largest cuts to the U.S. healthcare system, roughly $1 trillion.
Katie Mack is the Senior Vice President of Communications for the Montana Hospital Association, which represents all 80 hospitals in Montana. She says 1 in 3 Montanans rely on Medicaid.
Some of the provisions in the federal bill will introduce new requirements and new policies and procedures for those individuals to maintain coverage. Our hope is that people who are eligible for it don't lose it.
Max says a lot of the financing mechanisms for the Montana Medicaid program will remain intact. Congressman Downing says the cuts are not to those who need Medicaid.
We're supporting those programs that Montanans depend on, making sure that we're cutting fraud, waste, and abuse, that we're getting folks that are entitled to those benefits, making sure that we're protecting them.
Downing says focusing on cutting fraud helps many in Montana.
It's not just important to the Montana insurers that depend on those programs. It's important to our rural health care. It's important to our hospital systems.
Max says hospitals rely on Medicaid payments, and if those are lost, it could affect everyone.
It puts a lot of pressure on healthcare providers and especially hospitals who continue to provide that care but no longer are getting paid for it.
Downing says the bill helps the agriculture, oil, coal, and timber industries, lowers other taxes, and makes the country more secure.
Here's our opportunity to supercharge the American economy, make sure that we're doing everything that we promised when we were running, everything that President Trump promised when he was running, and I think that this is a really good bill.
In Billings, David J., MTN News.